Hello, and thank you for joining this webinar regarding the Student Records Database. In this webinar, I will show you how to register and complete individual student records. My name is Jerron Vale. I am a research analyst in the Proprietary School Certification Division at the Missouri Department of Higher Education and Workforce Development. Our division is part of the Office of Post-Secondary Policy, and I am the one that works with our Student Records Database. Topics that I'll be covering in this webinar is the user agreement, which is the document that is required per FERPA guidelines due to schools submitting student-sensitive information. This form can be emailed or faxed to me. Email is preferred as our division and our department, many of our members of our department are currently working remotely. So email is the best way to contact me with any questions or to send me any documents. I'll also go over the online registration process, review the Quick Start Guide, as well as the FAQ list, and I will display the website to show how to create a student record. So why do we do this? Why do we need this information? Number one, it is required per certification standards, but also there's a lot of department initiatives as well as state initiatives regarding post-secondary education. And we want to share the data with our stakeholders as well as department leaders. So we can really tell our story about proprietary private post-secondary education in Missouri. We want to show that students are enrolling, they are completing, and they are getting employment. And we want to tell our story regarding private post-secondary education in Missouri. Okay, I'll scroll to the top here. This is our user agreement. Step-by-step instructions here on how to complete it. Individuals that we are looking for to have authorization in the system: president, chief administrator, campus director, or data coordinator. If all of those roles are one person, that's okay. If there are multiple people, that's all right as well. And multiple people can sign into this, can be granted access into the system at the school if this is required, if you need more than one person to submit student data. Just remember that each person in the system has to have their own username and password. So each person will have to submit their have a user agreement on file. They have to, as well as do the initial registration and be approved in the website. As noted before, email is the best way to submit the document or to contact me, and I will share my email information throughout the presentation here. Here's the statute information regarding the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act FERPA agreement. And this is the information, the reason why we have to have this agreement on file, because we are requesting student-sensitive information. Add the school name, DHE code. If the school has branches, you do that as well. Add the school name as well as the DHE code with the branch location. User signature, sign and date, institution name. This is the authorized institutional representative, so it would be the president, campus director, CFO, CEO, that person that is authorized to sign for whoever wants to be granted access. All right, let's go to the Quick Start Guide. Scroll to the top here. Step-by-step instructions for the Quick Start Guide. Password information, so that once you're granted access, you have to go into our system as our security system and change your password. That'll be a dedicated password to go along with your username so you can access the system. Journal information. We also have a troubleshooting part here. If you have issues with your password, that information is provided. And of course, there's my email address, jerron.vale@dhe.mo.gov. We also have a FAQ list. So if you have any questions, can't get a hold of me, or if you just want to look at this list and see if you can, if this list can provide the answers you need, again, but my email is up at the top there, of course. You just go scroll through here and see if any of these questions can be answered. Any of the questions that you have can be answered. Quick note on the SSN, it is not required. But if it is given to the school, we ask that you submit that information as part of the identifiable information. If the school and or student does not feel comfortable providing their social security number, that's okay. the school can still submit a student record for that individual. All right, here is the website. As you can see here, you have your all of the campuses. So this is the back office view, but when you do register and when you are granted access, you should be able to select your campus as well as your branch campuses as well if you have them certified here. You should be able to select them and start entering in student data. Here is what a record looks like. Student ID, let's go over that really quick. It could be anything that the school wants, but it cannot be any part of the social security number. But it can be whatever the school wants. So let's say the school wants to start with student record number 1, then record number 2 and 3. That's fine. You can it can be a combination of words, of letters and numbers. That's okay. Just any way that the school wants to set up a system of keeping track of student enrollment and student exit information. Program name. This should pop up all the programs that the school is approved for. So you select the program that that student is enrolled in. Are they full-time, part-time? All the information here that you should probably have during the admissions process. High school equivalency information, college information. Here is a social security number. Again, required if available, but if it's not available, you can still submit the student record. Date of birth, gender, different information that we use to identify each student. The exit record. Did the student graduate? Did they withdraw? We collect that information as well. It's locked into the system. Last date of attendance. And of course, once again, the program name. So if the student graduated, withdrew from that particular program, they'll be there. I won't submit this here. I'll leave it blank, of course. But you submit, and then that record is locked into the system. Any changes that you need to make to the record, you can. There is a log to do that within the system where you can do a request to update and change a student record. If you have any questions regarding that, please contact me, Jerron.Vail@dhewd.mo.gov, and I can help you through that process. All right, so with all that being said, I really appreciate you tuning in to the very short webinar. Hopefully I was able to provide you with some information. Again, please feel free to contact me with any questions. Jerron.Vail@dhewd.mo.gov. Thank you so much for your time and hope you have a great day.